Alright, let's jump into it. First things first, the Steyr rifles come with a very nice, very well padded, branded hard case. It's very nice. You see the padding is very thick. And it's, you know, it's not a Pelican case, but it's a nice added feature. You get a very nice little owner's manual. It's in several different languages, but it has some very good information, including your warranty info. So we'll start off up front. So it does have indeed a very nice thread protector. So if you want to put a tube on there, if you want to put a silencer, you're good to go. It is also, as you can see, slightly target recessed, which is very nice. So it's got a nice crown on it. And then moving down, you will notice that it has very unique pop-up sights. So that's pretty cool. There's the front sight. The rear sight is a little harder. It's a little stiffer. There you go. There you go. And so we'll try to give you a view of them like that. So that's nice. That's a nice feature that it has built-in sights. It's something that the Ruger doesn't have. So, and they fold flat just like that. Very easy. And then, of course, one of the biggest features of this rifle, if you hit this button right here, okay, then you can then deploy the bipod that is built into the stock. Now, one of the things that's kind of cool about this rifle is that not only do you have the bipod, but they built in a little bit of swing so you can get comfortable and get into your shot. So they lock out like that, and then you just put them back in spot. I will tell you that while that is a big selling point for this rifle, that I find those to be kind of cheap feeling. They just don't feel like they're going to hold up. The polymer feels fine, but this connection point right here, it feels like it's going to break. Which is probably why they included an accessory rail so that you could put a traditional bipod on it if you wanted to. You'll also notice that up at the top here, there are plenty of mounting points for a traditional scope in the Scout configuration, that is. You do have this rear slot, so you can straddle the ejection port and the bolt so that you can put a traditional scope on there, but you don't have a lot of adjustment if you notice. So you better be happy with your mount and your eye relief on the scope that you choose for this rifle, or you're going to have some issues. Another big feature of this is it's a pretty nice polymer mag that comes with this, and of course the other big selling point is you got two. So you got a mag storage right here in the buttstock right there. It's very nice. They're two 5-round mags. I'll show you that mag next so we can get a close-up of it. As you can see, it is all polymer except for the spring, obviously. Has the logo. I imagine that feels like more like a paper sticker. That won't last. But it is very, very tough. It's got a little bit of flex to it, but it feels very solid polymer wise. And you can get 10-round mags for this. So it's very easy to insert. As you can see, just press the two little buttons on the side. Right there, those two buttons. And that's how you get it in and how you get it out. Very easy. And of course the same way for the one that you're storing. The bolt feels very smooth. It does have a cocking indicator right back here in the back. And of course the safety is a 3-position safety, but it's a roll safety. So since the gun is cocked right now, red is fire. So if we discharge it, then we'll show you what it looks like if I roll it forward. So you have a lockout which locks the bolt. Can't do anything with it. Okay? If you depress this little gray tab, you can roll it forward to the middle section, which allows you to open the bolt, but you still cannot, in this configuration, you cannot fire the weapon. But then finally, if you roll it all the way forward into the 3rd position, where you see red, then you can indeed fire the weapon. It has these inserts here which really are just decorative. One of the coolest features is this is a very nice buttstock, but it's kind of hard rubber, but these are actual spacers. So if you don't like it, you can actually pry these off and you can shorten up the length of pull. You can buy additional ones and extend the length of pull. All in all, It's a very nice package. Weight-wise, it's not too bad. It's a little bit lighter than the Ruger, and it comes with some features that the Ruger doesn't, like already a built-in full-length rail and backup sights. However, the Ruger does have those things as well, depending on what configuration you have them in. So, all in all, I'm going to say that this is a slightly more expensive version of the Scout concept rifle. Now, it is true that Jeff Cooper and Steyr entered into an agreement because they were the first to really bring this commercially to the market. You could have gunsmiths do it before then, but it's very nice. But at $1,300 or so street price, I think you'd be better off with the Ruger, to be honest with you. You can have the Rugers around $750 to $850, and I just think that you're going to be better off. You're going to be better served. They both weigh about the same. The real only advantage that you get from this gun that you don't get from the Ruger is the built-in bipod here. Weight, roughly the same. Length, roughly the same. This gun is probably a little bit longer than the Ruger, but frankly, this is a very, nice gun, but it's also very expensive. One other feature I didn't mention are these special slot that you use to mount your sling points or swivel points. There's two aft here. There is one up front, so you can put the traditional sling configuration, and then there's one on either side in the midsection of the rifle. So you really have a lot of options for sling mounting. But I gotta tell you, again, this is such a fabulously expensive rifle that I just wonder if your money wouldn't be better spent someplace else. So this has a non-traditional way of taking the bolt out of the receiver. Let me show you that. So it's locked up right now. You can't do anything. So you have to actually take the gun into the third position on the safety. All right. You take the bolt all the way up as high as it can go. Then you roll it back to the locked or the number 1 position, and the bolt travels right out. Just like that. And check out how beefy that bolt is. That is some seriously nice over-engineering. So it's very well made. To put it back in, line it up, travel it back to its home, drop the bolt, and you're good to go. Okay, so pros and cons. Pros, build quality. This gun is well made, except for the bipod, which I don't know. I got my reservations about that. Secondly, the features that it comes with are very nice. 2 mags, flip up sights that fold flush, very smooth bolt, threaded muzzle. It's awesome. Accessory rail, all that's awesome. I mean, it works well. The spacer system, it's all nice. Different calibers, different color choices in the stock. It's pretty cool. Adjustable trigger. Those are all fantastic. But the cons are that this gun is $1,300 street price. You buy it at the wrong place, it's going to be closer to $1,400, which is cleanly $500 more than the Ruger, which is why I personally went with the Ruger, because I could buy more accessories and ammo and mags and slings and whatever else I wanted, optics. So I think features-wise, it's kind of a wash against the Ruger, with the one exception being this bipod. But the bipod feels so chintzy, it feels like it's going to snap at the hinge point, that it makes me have some serious reservations. That being said, I still think it's a great gun, and I like the Scout rifle concept. One other note on the ergonomics, though, before I forget, that's a definite con for me, is that this cheek rise, because it's not adjustable, you can get a version that is adjustable, but because this is a fixed position, lining up these hard sights for me were difficult. They just didn't seem to fit me very well. Now, that may not be a problem for you, but for me, it was an issue. So I don't know. It seems to be a total wash. It seems to be a more expensive version of the Ruger Scout rifle. Yes, I know that Jeff Cooper, first entered into an agreement with Steyr and not Ruger when he was still alive, and that's cool. And if you're a collector of Scout rifles, this is definitely one you want to add to your collection. But if you're looking to try out the concept of the Scout rifle, if you're looking to just play around and have fun, maybe a new hunting rifle, my advice would be, don't buy this one. Buy the Ruger. You have more accessories. You seem to have more support, different stocks and whatnot. But that being said, I still wouldn't hesitate to buy this. It's just that when I put them side by side, I chose the Ruger. If you like these type of videos, please do me a favor. Share me on social media. Hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, be safe and be good.